the leaders' declaration that has emerged from this summit has some lines on the Russian war in Ukraine that are really important and will get a lot of attention. I'll just read you a couple of examples. Most members strongly condemn the war. The use or threat of use of nuclear weapons is inadmissible, and today's era must not be of war. Now, all of those lines are the result of some intense diplomatic haggling here in Bali in the few days leading up to the release of this communique and the end of this summit just today. And think about it. Within the G20, you have countries like Russia, the country that started this war. You have China, its close and extremely powerful friend that sees the world through very similar eyes. You have the United States and European countries that are Ukraine's closest supporters, that are trying to help it win the war against Russia. Now, a lot of credit for finding the common ground between these completely polarized sides is going to Joko Widodo, who is the president of Indonesia, a man who hasn't necessarily had a big global profile until now, but has certainly earned it in the last few days. He was determined to see that some statement agreed by all did emerge from this summit. Also, we're hearing that India played a key role in this, which is interesting given that India has been a long-standing friend of Russia, has been kind of on the fence about the war so far, and now will be taking over the chair of the G20 for the coming year. But the overall takeaway coming out of this communique and these important lines in it is just how isolated Russia is. A step further into isolation, certainly with the communique emerging here in Bali. No wonder that Vladimir Putin sent his foreign minister Sergei Lavrov to bear the brunt of that isolation rather than showing his own face here. And also striking that Russia appears so diplomatically weakened by the situation that it didn't feel able to block this communique altogether.